Welcome to more of Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon. Today we're gonna see if we can't figure out what is going on here at Blackbird Estate. Keep an eye out for clues and mysteries, and a statue of a bird, and a Tetris piece, and most importantly, additional bugs like the scorpion fly, or perhaps Luna moth. Only comes out on a full moon. I guarantee this is not a full moon, so no Luna moth, because the game actually takes that into account. We can change the weather if we want. We can force it to be nighttime. For now, we're gonna try and play until actual nightfall. Make the game become nighttime manually, the way we are meant to. I assume that'll happen around 8 p.m., but not sure. I don't know how accurate it is to actual nightfall. Tower seems fun. Spider smoking time. Unarmored, you say? I wonder if those little subtitles for each level are hints or secrets. Climb around on the deer head. The blackbirds were hunters. Good to know. Uh-oh. Gotcha. Red bugs are threats. And we are in the armor. There were moths in there. And that's it. We have unarmored the moths. That's not nothing, I guess. SWAT house flies when they land. Not actually a new tip. But I guess anytime we reset the game, it's gonna remind us of all the tips. So we don't forget. This is designed to be a mobile game. Perhaps there would be months between play sessions. Got a new bug, which I didn't even spot before consuming it. Sure, we'll see more, though. Gotta get this honeybee before it wakes up. Gotcha. Don't know what this structure is here. Doesn't look unlike a Tetris piece. And these symbols in the background typically indicate something important. Not 100% sure yet what they are meant to indicate. But so far, prizes have ensued anytime we see that logo. Which I'm just going to call it the pendant. I don't know what else to call it. It looks like a sun and a moon combined, hanging from a little string. Leap right into the halberd. There was a fly there that I didn't realize, so I ate them. Here's S. Bryce. We've only seen male Bryces up to this point, but it stands to reason there are women in the family too. That's not exactly a twist. I never got far enough in the original game, Secret of Bryce Manor, to figure out what the Bryces are all about. So I don't really know their deal, honestly. They are clearly involved with the cult, but I'm assuming is a cult that is also involving the Blackbird family. But I don't know what they did in the first game, besides have a love triangle. That's as far as I got. The gargoyle itself also had a clue in the gargoyle level, which seems pretty complicated. Not gonna go back to that level to see how that clue looks. I do see blood, though. We're about to get into some lascivious details, I think. Okay, maybe it's just red paint. Wipe my brow. That was a close one. We almost witnessed a murder. I wonder if this will give us more information if we look at it closely. Because that's the same bird. Something's going on over there. To find lost things. Maybe if we get closer to that one, the symbols inside the triangles will mean something. And, it looks like the symbols can be translated into letters, which is somewhat terrifying. The lightning appears to be striking the weather vane on top of the very first tutorial level. The pendant is in a bottle. We found something inside of a bottle, specifically inside of a ship in a bottle. Bird with its wings spread is curious and also surprising, according to the chalkboard. Not a Margatet is what the key is named. And the gargoyle is pointing in the direction of a cowboy fighting an airplane. Yeah. Very self-explanatory, I think. Here's the airplane. What I'm most interested in now is getting into the chalkboard to grab these bugs. There we go. Bugs are not long for this world. Good shot. And we need to tackle... not the fire ants. Fire ants are a problem. And unfortunately, the dragonfly left. We needed to tackle it into a web to get it to eat it. To get it to be edible. I've never been able to get fire ants when they were on the ground. Probably not going to win this from inside there. Those symbols in the middle don't mean much of anything to me. Triangle and some circles. Okay, this is officially a clue. Can I manipulate this? So far I haven't been able to manipulate anything. Much as it occasionally seems like I should be able to. Can't go into that book either. You're not a bookworm. Oh, that takes us back. This is a pretty complicated level. More so than any besides the inside of the windmill. Guess we're going inside the wall. There's something attached to the front of the wall here. I guess that will be more obvious once I go through that arrow into the next room. There ain't nothing else here. Secret cubby. We got someone losing their mind from the absurdity of all these symbols. I feel ya. Yep. Just getting worse. Snow equals wind. Makes the windmill go round. So I guess in rainy conditions, the wind will, or the windmill will go faster. And then the windmill inside will probably go faster as well. Maybe I'm gonna go for, like, this. Dragonfly has no reason to fear our webs. Oh, it got caught. How did it get caught? I didn't tackle it. Didn't think that was possible. Okay, the web builds onto it. Things happen. This is not a dragonfly. This is a scorpion fly. And I do not have a strong web. Nor any food. We're about to die from lack of silk. Aw, tragic. That's a first. That should help. That's a strong web. The dead bug. I did just turn off a web, like right in the middle of my weaving it. I previously suspected not to be possible. Okay, this little part here is causing me a bit of a problem, but this should solve it. Sure did. A little excessive for 2 bugs. Let's see. There we go. Okay, yeah, left bumper cancels a web after we have initiated it. That is good to know. It should be strong. I'll get this guy for just 2 webs. 2 strands of silk. Good deal. Get scared 1 moth out of here. Possibly even 2. Leaving them somewhere. Scorpion fly broke my web. Disturb you. Oh, we don't need to. They flew right into an existing web. Generous. Levels are getting significantly harder, which I appreciate. There's a bit of puzzle solving now, too. Oh! That is the puzzle we solved earlier. Just keep playing it. They give you the answer. And this multi-disc changer. Oh, that's what I was looking at. There's little dots here, directly below me. They indicate which track will play when you turn the crank. But if you missed yesterday's, the sequence on the record was the sequence that we had to play from inside of an organ to unlock a vault, which we then entered and discovered some secrets. The main secret was a new spider variant. A little costume for our character, which I am wearing right now. Here's the Mad Science Laboratory. So this might have to be powered up via the windmill. But we also have a wire leading up, which might mean the next room has what powers this thing in it. It's a secret that I gotta be careful to get through. Like so. More gears. That'll happen if you're not careful. Surely that thing would zap and kill me. And here we see the wire leading into the ceiling. Ugh. Cornered pretty bad. Not anymore. There we go. As expected, it's a bug zapper, which instantaneously kicks you out of the level. It doesn't just crush you like the pistons. That's an instantaneous death no matter how much silk you got. Fair enough. Either that or I lost a tremendous amount of silk by getting stabbed by the bee. Careful. That hornet knocked itself unconscious and then became edible. Oh, so close. Timing was not in my favor. Gotcha. One more here. Nope. I've eaten all the bees available to me. Nice blue butterfly. Oh, that is too many webs. Apparently there's like a rapid web button. Didn't know that existed. Didn't know that would move. Got plenty more web. Just need to not do that. Clear it up. And do one of these. It's gonna be really hard to make a strong web over here, because that piston keeps moving. Ooh, I get on the other side of that grasshopper, I can eat him. Gotcha. My web just got sliced by the scorpion fly. And you, I could sort of lure him. I didn't expect that to be so easy. Lure him up to my existing webs, which have all been sliced by the scorpion fly. Oh, spiders know a thing or two about making a web, having it get destroyed, and just getting back to work. Undeterred. Very minor setback. Got him stuck. And eaten. Need to find a spot where I can jump at this fly, and I found it. Hard to believe this probably isn't the final level for this set of levels. This feels climactic. I think I gotta go for those butterflies. Nope. That's not how you do it. We have lots and lots of web to spare. That was the hard jump. Getting under the key-shaped part. And once we're in here, it's all free. Go on. Join your friends. Oh, we would have had to come here anyway. That's where the portal is. Good instincts on my part. Not sure how they're, like, harnessing lightning in there. But that is what these drawings on the wall are all for. The bathtub with the Tesla coil in it. Dangerous as that is. To the machine shop. Heaven and earth. This time we do control the switch. Is it gonna zap the bugs in here, or is it just gonna zap me if I try to go in there? I guess either. How about you? Ooh, this might turn it on. Sounds are happening. Something occurred when I flipped that switch. Can't say what, though. Now, what ridiculous sorcery do I have to pull off to web up these things? I think I see something here. Might have it. Yep. That is some ridiculous sorcery. What do I do to activate these? Clearly they are active. They must do something more. Oh, ladybug in the web. I want that to go to waste. Ladybugs can free themselves. Yep. It's just about to escape. A bit disappointed by how short my webs seem to be. They're gigantic for a spider. I should be able to do this. Strong web, you're dead. 3 webs out of the deal. Additional web. There were some more bugs up top. Careful with our jumps. Careful than that. There. On the ceiling. There I can... Is this standable? No. I could actually make a ridiculous web by doing this, I think. Yeah, looks like I can. Make like a pentagram in here. Keeping at it, I could probably make a strong web to get that scorpion flying. That's fine. My web has been destroyed by said scorpion fly. Real quick, I'm going to try turning off the switches. Accomplished. Nothing discernible. Put these bars over here in a different position. I don't know if it's better or worse. Gave me some platforms I could build on up top. Yeah, like I could make a big web up there. And in the off chance that it affects future levels, now I'm going to turn it back on. Well, I do not believe that to be the case. I'm pretty sure every single level is self-contained. No escape. We're cursed to live in this tower for the rest of our days. Yep. Someone couldn't escape. Got 3 or 4 locks. Making sure of that. Poor Rapunzel. No bugs in this room. They had a nice stained glass window while they were trapped in here. There's a lightning rod, copper wire that I shouldn't be crawling on, given the proximity to a lightning rod. Fire ants, I still don't know what to do with them. There it is. A clue. Oh, I think I just ate a fire ant by leaping onto it? I'll have to see if that's repeatable. These are probably clamps that I can manipulate. Willing to give it a shot. There, yeah. Fire ants get winded after they charge. Then you can leap onto them and grab them. It might even be possible to... simply touch them at that point. And eat them. Ooh. There was a chance to grab that fly. I missed it. Got another ant out of here. Hey, portal's open. We gotta activate this lightning rod at this point. Ugh. Keep phasing through. That, one arm for this thing. So spiders are so fragile, and their inner workings are so complicated. Falling from a great height actually does risk their lives. Which is why if you have like a pet spider, you should never handle them. Because if you drop them, they will probably die. The clamps are clamped. Okay. That's the level. The stained glass appeared to have something going on with it. There's a lightning rod on top of that tower. Lightning only strikes at night when it's raining. It's currently night. It becomes night at 7 p.m. Luckily. That's not it. Change the weather. There we go. Weather device has forced a thunderstorm. Now, go to the top of the tower and light this thing up. Get rid of the red bees. As the whole copper cable should also become electrified during each thunder strike. There we go. Another dangerous bee gone. Oh. Double jumps are very finicky. You can only get that second jump going in the direction you're already moving. This looks good. Dangerous bee dead. And with the switches, let's just stay far away from the rooftop while this thing's charging up. There, that seemed good. It's our powers of observation. Yeah, now the whole cone becomes electric and copper cable. We pretty much got this. More careful here. I don't know about this angle. Okay, it worked. Run for it. We're in. Safety. The door is destroyed. Completely blown off its hinges. Why did they set up this trap for themselves? I'm glad they did. Want to get a better look at the door. Let's approach it from up above here. There we go. Somehow it blew inwards. Revealing this room here. Ooh. This is the room where we saw through the window. Saw David Blackbird. Was someone pinned to this table? We just electrified the table. Did we just make Frankenstein alive? What has happened here? The bird's out. Or perhaps dead. There's a whole planetarium. And the cable will still kill us. Will it light up the table? There's something there. In the center of the table. Looks like the only part the cable affects is this plug over here by the telescope. And doesn't appear to electrify very frequently. Saw it happen once. There it is again. Okay, there's also a needle there. It gets lit up. This is a dangerous contraption. We got a key, maybe? Or an earring? Something like that. Some kind of horrible shock therapy device. Positively medieval. Now, for some reason, I'm going to solve the puzzle. I don't think I need to. But I can do it. So I might as well. So this is how you're supposed to play the game. Build webs that you can jump from, so you maintain your multiplier while collecting bugs. Jump down here. Go there. Make a web. There we go. This is a different portal, though. Because we're in a different area. So it might take us to a different level. Possibly. That would be neat. There's the sun. The sun is too hot for us to stand on. I guess this is Pluto. They're in this solar system that has 4 planets. Your telescope is not really paying off there, David. Might want to invest in a better one. The doodles on the background don't seem to amount to much. Just like plans for how to activate this device. Torture device, it seems. But hey, we solved the mystery. Execution on that was pretty tough. Fairly clever. There's our big old secret room. Solved with 2 webs. I think there might have been a third. Now playing Laboratory. So yeah. As suspected. New secret level we have access to. Uh-oh. Is this good? That I've completed the circuit here? It looks like it was kind of unavoidable. I slipped down in that stuff. Into that laser beam. Open that door in the background. And I didn't die by completing the circuit. Curiously, on a rainy night. We unlocked a new spider type. My favorite spider. The walrus. Ooga ooga joob. Anyway, onto the grounds. We'll just get as much information as possible. Enjoy complete sensory overload. Then try and whittle it down into what information we actually need. Moving forward. There was a level very much like this one in The Secret of Bryce Manor, the first game. Although I recall it being much more messed up. This one appears to have been tended recently. And there's nothing else in here. It's a very simple starting room. Let's start eating. Yeah, Flytrap would be a good fit for this game. With how botanical everything is. How we are bugs. But it would be stealing our kills. I don't think the game wants that. Nope. Try... Careful. Like this. Strong web. Very good. I think I gotta start a whole new web over here. Fireflies might be able to shake themselves free. Look like that last one we ate was in risk of doing that. Just missed the moth. Not sure where it went. It escaped. Oh, I found something. Yeah, inside this bottle is a room transition somehow. Over here I just noticed, underneath the table is a bottle with the pendant logo printed on it. There was a drawing of a bottle with an arrow from the pendant to the bottle. And yeah, Chad is correct. This is definitely a hose, not a bottle itself that we're going through. Because that would make no sense. The mouth of it just looked a little bit like a bottle. But yeah, it's definitely a hose. We got some incredibly difficult math problems, if one is a spider. And some drawings. The fact that they're a clue suggests relevance to something. But it's unclear what. Gotta eat the honeybees. They're delicious and sweet. This one's knocked out, but there we go. Turns out you gotta jump on them, even when they're unconscious. Scuba Steve. I think what we want to do is build a web from here. Here, down there. Get in the web. That was enough for the portal. I don't think there are any further mysteries in this room. All life on Earth could perish without these pollinators. But you're a spider, so don't worry. You're allowed to eat them. True enough. Hornets must be tackled. Hornets are delightful and my friend. And that is the official stance of this stream. All bugs are good. All of them are environmentally necessary. Without the bugs, we all die. We give too much credit to the honeybees. There's actually a honeybee overpopulation issue now, where it's like messing with the gene pool of all the bees. And the many, many different species of pollinators are all required for the survival of all life on Earth. So also, think about the well-being of other pollinators like hornets and wasps and the numerous other forms of bee that exist. They are uncommonly aggressive hornets. But that's what spiders are for. Spiders even it all out. Surround yourself with spiders at all times. If you don't have spiders crawling on your person right now, it's your fault if you get stuck by a hornet. This may or may not be an actual scientific fact. Caterpillars are delightful. What's not to like about caterpillars? We ate some inchworms earlier, which chat then looked up and discovered. Inchworms are the caterpillar phase of a specific type of moth. And I already forget which type. Yeah, I think Waiting gibbous is what we were told would respawn our usage of the time machine, because this game also features a time machine. That is a living human, and we are rear windowing him right now. Watching him possibly commit a murder in progress of someone tied down, while a bird pecks at what might be a cage. Our first time seeing actual non-arthropod life at any point in this game. Free gnats. And something else that I just grabbed. Fire ants are really hard to spot at night. That's kind of a problem. Gotcha. Still don't have anything opened up. The portal. There's the portal. Speak of the devil. Get your portal. That's another clear wing, delicious berry moth. It has berry in the name, and I forget what the full name is, but one of the clues depicted a cowboy shooting down an airplane. There's a cowboy, and we've seen toy airplanes all over the place. Still don't know what that clue indicates. Here's a secret area with a bird statue in it. I've been looking for you for a long time, bird statue. Doesn't look like we can twist the head. The way I expected would be the solution to a puzzle. I'm gonna try webbing it. And so far, our webs have not affected anything when placed. Doesn't seem to be a mechanic. But this is our bird statue. Clearly it can be twisted and the wings can move. But I don't know how, and I don't know to what end. At least we finally found it. We know where it is. Yeah, I've considered the possibility of it being a visual clue, because we've seen the perch onto which the bird must sit. The bird is not there. I remember now, there's a hole in the floor over here. You can't see it from this angle. But if we walk along the floor, we go right through it. Been a while since I was in this room. Yeah, I was gonna say, Small Brawl actually gives me a lot of vibes similar to this particular game. Found the graveyard. The pendant symbol apparently indicates the Blackbird family, which stands to reason we've been seeing that symbol all over the place. Bird equal clock. Could be true. 6. I was gonna say 4. No, that is definitely a 6. Roman speaking. Speaking in Roman terms, that is to say. I realized that was incoherent after I said it. This poor soul died on Halloween. Which That's a shame. You gotta miss Halloween like that. And here we have someone buried with the, like, buried alive warning system, which we can use to enter their grave. There they are. Visibly dead. But we can enter other graves from in here. No body in this one. Not even the remnants. Maybe someone didn't die on Halloween. They faked their death. Maybe I shouldn't have come to this level at night. That might have been a little much. Because it's already creepy. A bit of a problem. I think I gotta go pull one of these. Then hit it with this. Strong web. Gotcha. Save you for last. Uh-oh. It's kind of funny that a large web is considered a strong web. It's like the larger it is, the less structural integrity it's going to have. According to this game, once you make them big, they become indestructible. Back in position, and then try and grab this guy while he's in the web. Gotcha. Because otherwise they avoid it. That's the most annoying of the AI patterns. We haven't actually seen mosquitoes yet, I don't think. It's one of the few missing spots on my pin board. But they avoid webs, but also avoid you. So you can, like, corral them into existing webs. Whereas these other things we got, they simply avoid webs. Okay, what was that? Accidentally made a web from the bunny's body to its ear. This is not the ideal way to make this web. Oh, I forgot to clean out the coffins. Coffins are full of bugs. Okay, you can't leave now, at least. Ugh. One more web. You're done for. Spider silk is one of the strongest materials in the world. It actually comes out of, like, a bunch of different orifices all at the same time and weaves into a cable, which is what makes it so incredibly strong. It's very, very hard to harness, though. People have tried. And it's taken them corralling millions of spiders for years at a time to get anything accomplished. We can get out of here now. Ask the corpses. is this portal? All the way at the foot of the Virgin Mary. Yeah, there we go. Goat's milk infused with spider protein is how we've made synthetic spider webs. Via gene splicing, yeah. One of the most ridiculous mad science experiments in history. Apparently even then, like, they've more or less given up on it. The plan was to make ultra lightweight body armor using spider silk. And I think they just got sick of the excessively complicated process trying to make that happen. Got a full-on mausoleum. Yeah, it'd have to be. You don't do science unless it can somehow help you kill people. Hey, there's another room. And is this the third room? It is. Pharaoh ants, they make us go super fast when we grab them. Been a bit of a while since I got one of them. Flying ants, we gotta leap into. Guess my chance there. Muddy footprints on the way into the mausoleum. Secrecy, reverence, humility. Humility is a joke. We've seen the opulence of these people. We've also seen muddy footprints scattered all throughout the whole game. If we find out where they come from, we might find a criminal. For now, I'm finding a lot of ants. And missed the flying ants. I'm grabbing random ants underneath this bush. But I got them all. Gonna need a lot of these things. There's still a lot of bugs inside the mausoleum. I need a lot of web too. There's the portal though. We can excuse ourselves. There seem to be more things to observe here. Like, what's in this? Just dirt or something. Another grave. Looks like we're going into that grave next. Crustaceans are arthropods, so I also have my interest in what their biology is all about. Any and all arthropods. You've got my attention. Real quick. Take a quick look around here. Yeah, this is a separate area that I never looked at, but there doesn't seem to be anything in here. Never mind. There's something in here. What's your deal? Oh, it's one of the jeweled wasps. We can fly through walls to escape me. Seems a little unfair. Not thrilled about that turn of events. Get a million gnats. That's plenty. Although apparently I was going for 100%. Not even realizing it. What lies on the slab in the mausoleum? Nothing. Ah. Danger. I cannot get out of here. Tremendous amount of danger. I gotta eat this thing now. Crowbar. No big surprise there. We'll head back into that grave thing soon. Ooh, what's this? The first without hope. Huh. Who might that be? Someone who perhaps turned on the conspirators? Did not have hope for their vision? So they cease to be. Might be able to make a jump up here. There's got to be a way to get that bee. But I don't know what it is. Oh, there's 3 wasps in here. What a nightmare. I'm gonna rush out, see if I can't survive. Looks like I can't survive, though. So close. That's what our corpse looks like from an overhead view. We got more that gold stuff. Old Mudfoot was very, very sloppy transporting this valuable material, whatever it may be. There should be plenty enough ants here for our freedom. And hilariously, in real life, an actual fly has just landed on my computer screen. And I cannot eat it. Unfortunately. I could use the points right now. But it's not working. I get way more flies in my apartment during the summertime. And there's one there now. Trying to get into the game to get devoured. For free. Don't need to worry about anything but the portal. Which is all the way up here. There we go. Into the temple. I don't know why that surprises me, but I'm getting to the point where I can't be surprised anymore by this game. And when I hit that point, I guarantee it's going to do something way weirder. Like, for example, buried machinery underneath the graveyard. Zero bugs so far. That's an entrance right in front of me. Let's take it. Into whatever this is. A fallout shelter. That's probably going to be where the portal ends up, if I had to guess. But we only care about the ant tunnel. That's where our thoughts immediately go. Spider that we are. Up, back out. Surely we're gonna need more than one bug. How do they get the jump on these fire ants? Move very fast. Okay, you can grab ants even while they are charging. Need to know that now. I think this is a high enough angle. Oh yeah. Fantastic jump this time. Careful. Avoid the Bunsen burner. I think those things on top will knock us down, if not actually injure us. This game is suddenly a platformer. Didn't see that coming. Nice. Leap out of here. Literally the second I walked in here, I said, this game can't surprise me anymore. And here it is surprising me. That is called flawless pacing. Not only is this a unique, very creative, very interesting game, it's really, really well designed. Which is hard to do when you have such a specific concept that you're trying to execute. Bring the light to all. We haven't seen any other enemy spiders or any other spiders at all. The only other spider we've seen was another jumping spider with red pedipalps for a nice little splash of color. And we saw it because it was the starting costume. So it seems like 100% of the spiders in this game are player characters. This is a game where spiders are inherently good, and we must trust them. In case we didn't use our foresight. Check everything out. I might actually have screwed myself over now that I think about it. Because we can turn on all the lamps, but then we'll be stuck between two of the candlesticks. And I don't know what will happen at that point. Okay, never mind. There's a time limit. Did I get them all fast enough? No. So far, pretty efficient. Till this exact moment. Uh-oh. That should have been it. Let's see. Yeah, everything, I've brought the light to all. Here to here. And then from here down. Let's see who shows up. A couple of old classics. Some of my favorite foods. The tube by the windmill. Oh, hey, more stuff. What are these logos back here? There's something above the windmill, but I can't really make it out. Oh! I was wondering how I could have conceivably gone this way and not found the secret area before. It's because it wasn't open until I burnt all the candles. This thing next to the windmill appears to be a screw upon which the tower was once represented. But for some reason the tower has been unscrewed and removed from the area. So it seems. There's also another open part of the pillar on the other side. Gonna have to check that out. Down here we've got an unsurprising assortment of bugs. And a gargoyle and the bird statue. I accept your terms, game. Oh, the windmill moves. So I can't build on the windmill. Unless I'm very, very, very careful. Thanks for stopping by and enjoying Bug Game. More on, at the very least, Wednesday and Friday of next week. Actually, we might beat it at any time, so I don't know how long this game is. With how much I struggle with so many of these puzzles, I think we got some time with old Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon. Feels like this thing in the middle should be able to turn, but it is bolted down in 2 spots, which means it cannot turn. Not unless one of those bolts is removed. Build a web from here to here. Nope. Back up. This is the guy we gotta trick in order to eat him. I think I'm gonna need a lot of those moths. Got a pretty good web set up for it. Given the degree of challenge present in this level, I might have to leave and come back. I'm so much better at the platforming that I can actually get out of here somewhat efficiently. When this seemed impossible the first time through. Let's go for the ants, and if I don't get stung too many times, I might have enough food to leave. That was the last one I needed. Okay, the portal's all the way back at the top of the stairs. I needed to make that jump back anyway. Test of reflexes from the ants. Keeping me on my toes. These are double jumps. Descend the stairs much more efficiently than a spider should be able to. And there we go. We unlocked this new level last time. Let's see what the ship is all about. It's a top-down level for starters. We're at the dock on Lake Silver. Oh, I accidentally leapt off the map. Guess I gotta be careful here on the dock. Oh yeah, I got speed power up. Which makes me too fast. Know what to do with myself. Gotcha. Oh. I was close to getting this fire ant. Now I need to bait out another attack. And I'm out of here again. Now there's an obvious clue. Out in the water. Right over There. Just sort of floating there. Bobbing up and down. Someone lost a prosthetic arm, which is terribly unfortunate. Hopefully that's all they lost, though. Given the nature of this game. The rest of them could be floating somewhere, never to be seen again. I like the look of these footprints. Although they are all leading away from the dock. The footprints, like wheel marks, or something. Tracks which end right here at the shoe. So if I hold B, I can't weave a web here. So it just like stores my jump. Holds me in place, allows me to aim more precisely. Get 3 flying ants at once. I mean, maybe this is a score round. The first score round in the entire game. Or a certain score is required to leave. Doesn't seem like flying ants are allowed to leave the level. I think I tackled one of them out, like into the out-of-bounds area last time. And yet, I hit everybody again, and I'm still trapped. So all I can think is that it has something to do with this. There we go. Miraculous jump. Gets us on that rope. Where there are many more bugs. Of course, we can manipulate the steering wheel. I expected that. There's a name I'm expecting to see here, and I haven't seen it yet. But I'm on the lookout for it. A name from the first game. That of C.K. Bryce. He was associated with ship's wheels and seafaring in general. I actually was finally able to look up a full spoiler for the first Spider game, which this is a sequel. Hard to do, and it's not video. No one has ever recorded a full playthrough of Spider. The Secret of Bryce Manor? Yeah, that's the name of it. This thing locks in place every time I turn it. That wheel is something. It might be a way to input a code that we don't know yet. The leap back onto the dock should be a lot easier than the leap onto this rope. Got it in one. There we go. I don't know, the execution on this might be challenging. So we'll move on to the next level. Then probably go back. This might be the last set of levels in the entire game. There could be something in this void between these two levels. But I'm not sure. Apparently we can't go anywhere else until I solve this. One of the selling points of this game from the developers is like, you don't have to solve the puzzles. You can just play this like an arcade game. But if you don't solve the puzzles, you're gonna miss like half the levels. That one's locked in place. It feels like maybe I've skipped one symbol from being locked in the past, but can't seem to replicate that. I kind of want to keep turning the way I'm already going. I'm going to follow the instructions, even though they led me astray the first time. You have to wonder why our spider is doing this. They don't care about solving the puzzles. And yet, they're ignoring so many delicious bugs in favor of turning this wheel. Nice clean turn so far. Okay. Not sure what I did wrong the first time, but I did, as expected, do something wrong. Now I've done it right. Very nice. Into the ship itself, where they have swords. Who is the captain of this ship? They've got occult symbols on board. That's probably considered bad luck. And this guy from the secret room, continuing to devolve into madness. There, C.K. Bryce. As expected. So back on the subject of the spoilers that I've discovered for this game. The first game revolves around two people, really. And those are characters that are never given specific names, they're just given initials. Those two people are N. Bryce and R. Bryce. And I always found it really hard to keep track of which one was which, because they don't give them a name. So I'm going to give them names. Let's call them Ron Bryce and Ned Bryce. So, they're brothers. At least they seem to be brothers. Maybe they're cousins or something, but, like, they're way too close to be cousins. Ooh, we got a bunch of arrows pointing towards the thing we just found. It is a cipher for probably all the puzzles we've seen so far in the entire game. Looking forward to that. But yeah, Ron is the, like, screw-up second-place brother. And Ned, top of his class golden boy, perfect in everything. He even has blonde hair. He's such a golden boy. Whereas Ron has brown hair. And they both have a crush on this girl, Elle Stewart. We'll call her Lady, because that's the extent of her character in the game. She's just a lady. And of course, she ends up with Ned, because Ned is perfect in every way. He's a dreamboat. Why wouldn't you end up with Ned? And the game takes place in their house. That is the Bryce Manor in question. But there are 3 days worth of newspapers, 4 days worth of newspapers out on the front porch. So that's about how long it's been abandoned. or inactive for one reason or another. And you explore the mansion, you find, like, torn up photos, discarded wedding rings, all sorts of evocative images, an unused nursery. Eventually, one of the last levels you play is the living room, where you find a corpse clutching a photo of Lady. And also a bunch of, like, discarded pills, suggesting suicide. But afterwards, you go through a room where, like... I was hoping that would make a web. Let's try this. It worked. Got me one victim. After you find that corpse of presumably Ned, dead by suicide, you find a room where you don't see it, but someone is sitting in a chair facing away from the camera. And all you can see of them is the back of their head and their brown hair, present at the mansion for God knows what reason. And in that very room, you can solve a puzzle that is hinted at the entire game. There are subtle hints all over the place about what the solution to this puzzle is. And it seems that when you solve it, you just have to jump on a ship's wheel that is planted in the top of the fireplace. Someone else has already solved the puzzle, but they didn't, like, finish putting the wheel in place. So you do that as the spider. And that opens up a secret room, which contains unfathomable riches. Just golden trophies and trinkets from seemingly different cultures all around the world. And the whole game, you've been seeing this C.K. Bryce character, Cranky Kong, we'll call him, because he's clearly old and cranky. He looks stern. He's clearly their patriarch. He's always associated with ship's wheels and whatnot, so I'm not surprised this is his ship. Can I make this? Ooh, nice. This is gonna be a strong web, if I can connect these. So it would seem C.K. Bryce is essentially a pirate, or anyone who pillages other cultures for their relics and artifacts and items of value. If we're lucky, it will detect this as a singular web. I highly doubt that we are lucky. It's not gonna like this. Yeah, it's gonna break it immediately, but send it back the other way. Yeah, nothing there. We got a whole lattice going. Let's lock it down with one of these, maybe? Right about there should do it. Did quite a bit. And just 1 inch away from this guy's hitbox. This part is not a strong web, though, so it wouldn't have got him anyway. Maybe, like, change of tactics. I make a sliver of a web here. Oh, never mind, that closed it somehow. Yeah, this is not the first spider video game I've played. Not by a long shot. Did not want to waste that web. So now to make it not a waste. I didn't do it. Jump from here to here. We'll get this guy. If the timing was better. It's almost out of space, so we're gonna get him sooner or later. Like now. He's worth 2 webs when I eat him. There's another bug. That got us the portal. What a tough level. Look at how much web I had to weave. This is the largest web I've ever made by wide margin. Yeah, this could be Michael Kelly from Spider the video game. That's my headcanon. This game is just going to keep getting harder, I have to imagine. We got a new spider type just for beating that level. That's how hard that level was. We get to see this adorable creature. Look at him. It'll be nice to have a little splash of green in there. I have every intention to learn the speedrun for Spider the video game. Because it's ridiculously simple. It's just do the levels in a vaguely efficient way. Okay, we have a new button here. The X button. Oh my god. We can walk on the map. Like we are in the estate. We have reached the meta of Rite of the Shrouded Moon. What does it all mean? Yeah, the only buttons I have available to me are directional inputs, so all I can do is move. I can't weave a web on the map. As much as I'd like to, like, attach things with red string to indicate my growing madness. Got a 1 and a 4. Uh-oh. That's something. Now where? Also, 1 and 4 are here on our triangle for whatever reason. The carriage house shows a waxing crescent. Again, I'm just guessing that that's what that actually is, but the moon phase we just saw in the treehouse is what's being shown for the carriage house as well. So, let's check out this level and see if we can't find something. There's the waxing crescent. There's the egg hatching, which normally spawns a spider for us to play as. But we are a walrus. There it is. Looking through the gate. Reveal the Roman numeral. Off the sheen of the moon. Everyone knows the moon has a sheen. It revealed the number 4. So that is the game's ultimate super mystery. Another part of it that we have discovered. These can only be discovered on specific phases of the moon. But there we go, right next to the carriage house. The number 4 has appeared. And if we go into top-down mode, you can now draw a line to the 4, then over to the 6. Clearly, though, there's more work to do. We have a half moon, another half moon, a like 3/4 moon, and another 3/4 moon. So I never recorded the discovery of the other Roman numerals in my original playthrough because it was just a matter of tedious switching the date on my computer and then scanning through each level to try and find where they were located. So here they are now. This is the stained glass in the entrance hall, which is the first real level of the game after the tutorial. Shows the Roman numeral 7 only on a last quarter half moon. Then on a first quarter half moon, the stained glass in the conservatory shows a Roman numeral 2. This level is also in the grounds area, which has the graveyard, which also has the Roman numeral 6, which does not require any phase of the moon whatsoever. On a waxing gibbous, the level that has the lightning rod shows the Roman numeral 5. And finally, on a waning gibbous, the Roman numeral 3 can be found in the level called the hallway, which is the same place as the grandfather clock and the ship in a bottle. The clue we have was here. And it says, we can just barely make it out, it's very blurry, but over the head of the bird with the open wings is the symbol of a 3/4 moon, which is the same as the symbol here at the top of the tower. So I think in 2 weeks from now, we can come back to this game and it will allow us to find something at the top of the tower and over at the bird statue. The bird will open its wings and reveal a code, which will allow us to solve the mystery. It's finally time to bring an end to Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon. I've solved pretty much all the mysteries. Like right here. The grounds mystery. The last one I needed to solve. The bird opened its wings. There's a reason it's a series of question marks there. In fact, I'll show you right now. Here is what the bird looked like yesterday. It had these symbols on those plates inside the wing. The shape of these symbols changes every single month. So, this should be our code for today. A new moon on a rainy night. I hope this works. I had to do some weird shenanigans to make this work. But we'll see. This should be our conclusion. We should have a satisfying end at long last. Because we've discovered a new mystery. The mystery of Blackbird Estate as a whole. No clues required. We have all the clues we need. We'll try to solve it. Starting right now. The triangle in the corner has been a constant symbol throughout the game. But right now, it is very important. Very meaningful. We have a bunch of Roman numerals on the map. And there's a bunch of Roman numerals on the triangle. So we're just gonna connect the Roman numerals on the map in such a way that they match the numbers of the Roman numerals on the triangle. For example, the corner with the moon on it has the numbers 1, 4, and 3. And the sun is 6, 2, and 5. And then 1, 5, and 7 for the infinity. Let's try and make those squares. From memory, we'll say. I've already screwed it up. Careful. Our spider wants to do the webs. It's their time to shine. 1, 3, and 4. Which is right here. Make a triangle. Get a little puzzle solved sound effect. Excellent. You could brute force this, or you could actually read the triangle and do it nice and quickly. Next should be 625. Like you're coming in an hour late to work. Wait. 3 hours early. Don't listen to me. Do not show up at work at 6. Your boss will appreciate it too much and start to take advantage of you. Finally, 157. In any order we feel like. 175. Getting hard to read with all the webs. The well. A brand new level for us to enjoy. Let's see what we can do in the well. Clearly, I've never played this before. I finally got all of the Roman numerals. The legitimate way is to wait for an entire month. And then you will get to go through each of the levels and find what the Roman numerals are. They're always in the first level of each building, except the tower, where they are in the final level of the tower. We do still have rainy conditions and evening conditions. This is excellent. It should still be a new moon. I learned that the time machine and the weather machine, they can only make it nighttime or make it rain. If it's already raining, you can't use the weather machine to make it not raining anymore. I also learned that the in-game detection for whether or not your local forecast is rain stopped working years ago. They disabled that. So now they just randomize whether or not the game decides that it's raining, and usually it decides that it is not raining, in my experience. Make this count, because I don't know how long this is going to work. For example, if we lose this level, I might not be able to make it rain again. And if that's the case, I won't be able to make it rain again until the weather conditions are no longer perfect. In other words, I'm screwed. I'd prefer that that not be the case. So, I think those are the only bugs here. Maybe this will get us into the well proper. This game has the most inconvenient and absurd puzzles in the history of video games. And I absolutely do not regret changing my computer clock to solve them. This should take us back to the last room? Yeah. Let's try going into the well. Now the well is sealed. So back in here. Oh, wait a second. Yep. You can sort of see it in the background. There are little lines connecting each of these gear nodules. We must connect them in the order of the bird's spread wings in order to unlock the remainder of this level. So, I'll do that now. I have it up on my phone. It should be this, this, and this. Nice web. And then I believe from this spot over to this one, down to this one. Make a triangle. My God, it worked. There we go. Now the well's open. That's why you have to solve all the mysteries. Note, we'll go back. Oh, no, I won't. The spider took over. You might have seen the gargoyle. The gargoyle, the entire point of solving the gargoyle mystery. Hello, the third purpose achievement. The entire point of the gargoyle mystery is it points to a new moon when you solve it. And that's your indication, your only indication, to put in the password during a new moon. Because that's the only time the password will work. This is actually kind of bad. Let's go for these snacks first. Get as many as we can. Oh yeah. This is quite a few snacks. Pretty sure I made the bug snacks reference already. No, not from there. This is gonna be sort of precise. So I do need capture this thing. Hell yeah. See, because now it'll, yeah, do the U-turn. Next time it comes around, though, I can finish this web, get 2 more bugs with a single web. Like I said, very important that I not fail this level. So I'm taking it very methodical. And this being the final ultimate level of the game, it might be pretty difficult. Uh-oh. Well, I wasted a web. But now, no matter how I build this next web, we get this guy. That looks interesting. If I hit that tap on top of the faucet, it'll probably spill some water. Let's take a full look at the enormity of this level. It turns out it's gigantic. And look at that. That's a unique bug. Not going to be easy to get that particular bug. This does not have any telltale signs of being an interactable object, though. So, perhaps it ain't. Lots of moths here. This is a great place to build a web. Let's hope I can pull it off. From here to here? Nay. Doesn't have to be a huge web, though, so... I should get all of them. So many delicious moths. Tons of web. And this is indeed the one and only death head moth in the entire game. It is, as noted, a mythical moth. They are believed not to exist, despite any VHS box covers you may have seen in the 90s that indicated otherwise. Yep, didn't necessarily want to do that, but it's not tragic yet. It's getting slightly tragic. So we'll do from here to there. And then from here to here. That's a good number of bugs. We'll get you as well. With a nice multiplier. And I'll connect this to my original web to get the superfly. I don't think I made a superfly joke anywhere in this playthrough. That's a missed opportunity. This is the only way to get to the other side. The fountain. DR probably means something. I'm still not certain of what the plot of this game is or what has occurred at any point throughout its duration. But I'm certain it was something. And our spider ate a lot of bugs, and that ultimately is the most important thing. No further secrets around the outside. One additional moth rotating around nothing here. Good choice for him. I believe I cannot build webs from this spot. If I could, it'd be pretty nice. I need to build a strong web to get the Death's Head Moth. Okay. So far, so good. I have tons of web with which to do this. I'm gonna go wide here. Build something like this. To one of these. Maybe all the way across? Let's see how this goes. Death's Head Moth. Where we then lay our eggs for another generation of spider. Fascinating. Will there be a Spider 3? I hope so. And then I die. Tragic. Roll credits. That means I do not win this level, though. That's interesting. Hopefully it stays open, like I don't have to do the secret code and everything again. Look at that. Adorable new generation of spider. That's not how spiders typically work. They don't lay their young and then die. The understanding of biology of spiders has been dubious throughout this entire game. Entertaining enough, though. I enjoyed it immensely. Hopefully in Spider 3 we get to play as, what is that, like 35 spiders? Solve the mystery of what happened in this game. Because I don't know. I just saw everything you just saw. Ultimately, the point appears to have been lay some eggs. Influenced by real-life secret society, the Knights of the Buried Chambers. Look them up to learn the deepest secrets. Fascinating. Little history lesson. Okay, that did count as success. 25,000 points. Got us the win. We get to keep the rain. We solve the mystery. That is every mystery in this video game solved. Technically, we win. Right here in the center of the board. Legendary Moth. Beautiful. Let's go to the deepest level of the entire game. Solve a mystery in here. Whoosh. We need to hit these candles in a specific order. Fortunately, it is not timed. So we can do this in whatever order we feel like. Well, not order. The order is very precise. The timing is not. Bring the light to all by sheltering reality from everybody. Yeah, really didn't get a solid answer on what was going on throughout this entire game. Same was ultimately true of the first spider, Secret of Bryce Manor. Most of the story is, what do you feel like the story is? That's your answer. The order should be 316. One being over here. 316, 524. Hole in one. Now it's all the way across to the 2. The answer to this puzzle is in the game, but I don't know where. But yeah, the secret to this puzzle is also the solution to another secret inside the ship's quarters, wherein you have to input another thing into the captain's wheel, which is very irritating. I'm glad I don't know what series of symbols corresponds to the numbers that I'm pressing. Definite shift of colors. I'll give it that. Strongly suggesting that we did accomplish something there. This is by no means a 100% playthrough, but got the important stuff out of the way. Let's try this out. There's no time limit on inputting the code. Perhaps there'll be no time limit on getting to the secret room. Eat the ants. There we go. Secret room. What's in here? An eternal chamber within the temple. Doesn't really answer my question of what's in here, though. Besides a shift of music. Sounds like a unique music track, even. Ah. This leads back out. A worthy secret? Like, align these pillars in the background. There it is. Jump to the dead center of this gigantic chamber. Why would you think to do that? Achievement, though. There we go. See, our spider's not dead. They already have their next generations ready to go, solving more mysteries. But that is Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon. Really cool game. Really ridiculous. I enjoyed it a bunch, because obviously, it's my kind of game. Thanks for joining me for what has been like 2 months of playing this game. But it's finally done. Never again.